Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought for this video we can just binge read thriller books that I've been wanting to read for some while now. Please ignore this. So if we could not see this, it would be great. Can you guess what type of Legos it's supposed to be? My son had fun and my husband just let him go at it. And then it's just been here for a good bit, but we're just gonna ignore that. Yeah, there are some books that I've been wanting to read, and a lot of them it's like thriller, dark romance, kind of like that, spooky things. In the first book I read, I didn't mean to finish it. I really didn't. I was gonna cut it off halfway, and then I realized I was 50 chapters in, and I was like, oh, okay, I finished at 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, the book is Never Lie. Basically, these two couples are trying to buy a house in the middle of outskirts of the city, and they stumble across this house, and they're stuck in a snowstorm, and they realize that this house is from this PhD lady that disappeared, and the house went up for sale because obviously no one was living in it and she just vanished from thin air. And then the story keeps going, right? It keeps going. They're stuck in this house and weird shit is going on, but nothing too crazy. But I think her name is Tracy in the book. I want to say that's how you say her name, Tracy. She finds this hidden door, this hidden bookshelf, and she realized all of the missing tapes were in that room. So she started watching the tapes, and her husband doesn't even know it yet. It goes from present day to before the past, kind of what happened. It just kind of goes back and forth until the very end of the book. It reveals that Tracy was the girl that helped Adrian murder some people, and she's trying to find where the body is so she can bury it, and then she disappears. I say that very loosely because she kills the doctor. Basically, at the end, she planned this all along. Tracy freaking planned this all along. Said hey, there's a house for sale that's going on the market soon. And because Tracy knew Judy was a real estate agent, so she kind of planned it out. Ethan was okay, went to this house, and this entire time she's been looking for this dead body that's been hidden for a few years. Found the body, realized Logan, the PhD boyfriend, was living in that house because she was hearing noise. So Logan was there, and at the end of the day, Ethan and her decided to kill him, and they're both mentally unstable in the head. But they live in the house. They bought the house. They bought the house, yeah. And then they buried the body in the backyard of their yard. I generally thought it was them two in a house and then a serial killer. I thought that was that perspective, but she's the serial killer apparently, and she's the one that was trying to find the body. Ethan just happened to be there, and they found a secret room with all the tapes, and I guess Ethan's mom was a crazy bitch because Ethan killed the mom and he got a huge life insurance policy. But yeah, that is that book I read. The other book I am reading is Butcher and Blackbird. Been really into it, so I bought the physical copy of it, but I also have it on my Kindle. So I just started this book, and so far it's not bad. It's a slow kind of start, but honestly, I'm on chapter 6. There is a warning. There is a hefty warning. That's what it says on here. Chainsaw, loss of sharp objects, cannibalism, that's in there. She said, I'm sorry about the cookies and cream ice cream. I'm not really. That's what she put as a disclaimer. I don't know. I feel the more you get into it, I feel the more this makes sense. Those who read the trigger warnings and say accidental cannibalism, count me in. This one's for you. That is what she said in her thing. Oh, I didn't even give you a description of where I'm at in the book. Wow, I'm so dumb. Basically, where I left off, or where it starts, is she's like trapped in another serial killer's like makeshift like thing. And she's trapped there with his dead body, and she's been trapped there for 3 days. Right, maybe like 50 words in, this guy comes in. What's his name? Rowan? Rowan comes in, right? The butcher. I'm gonna call him the butcher. The butcher comes in, right? Because he is also after the same killer that the Blackbird is trying to like get to. They decide to play like a little game. Who can catch the serial killer first? Okay? So game night basically is what she's saying. And so the brother of Rowan would text, be like, hey, this location, this person, good luck. And they're both trying to like compete to see who can like get the person first, and then they win. So that's how like the game is. A fun game, right? Yeah, I don't recommend it at all, but that's how like they became friends. So I haven't gotten to the part where like it's gruesome or sexual. I haven't gotten there yet. So I will check back in a little bit and let you guys know where I left off and how it's going. Yeah, that's really all it is right now. So I just finished Butcher and the Blackbird, and that story is basically about 2 serial killers killing other serial killers, and I rate that a 4.5 because my mind versus what the book was actually about, it was completely different. And I will say this, is that this book humbled my brain. I can say that for sure, because I thought it was going to be like more gruesome and more like psychopathical type of vibes, but it was nothing like that. It does have like cannibalism and like some kinks, like it's there, but I thought it was going to be more of like a trigger instead of being kind of like not for some people it probably is, but it wasn't as bad as like I thought it was. Yeah, I think where I left off on this book, I could be wrong, it's where it's 2 serial killers kill every year for like, they do like a game night type of thing. I thought the relationship was gonna like mend a lot quicker, but it was like a slow romance. And that's what confused me at first. I was like, wait, where's the romance? Where's the vibe? Where's that? And I didn't get that until like the very end of this book. But yeah, it's just 2 serial killers having like a little fun, killing other serial killer, and then they just slowly like fall in love. This is the part where they're in like a mansion, they got invited for dinner, and they're like eating, right? This is some like quotes, I guess, or like just like little bits. I thought it was like funny. He's throwing up. Okay, this is the part where like he's like throwing up. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but just like bits and pieces of it. So she says, I need to ditch this, but David is freaking me the fuck out. He seems pretty harmless. Then what's the problem? He's eating in the kitchen, she says. I shake my head, not following what she's laying down. The next course, the food. That's what most people eat, food. The color has drained from Stolene's face. Yeah, most. I don't get, you ate a fucking person, she blurted out. Oh my god, Rowan, it was really gross. You stuffed it in, couldn't get enough. And then she keeps going and says, you passed out while chewing. I had to scrape it off your tongue so you wouldn't choke, because he passed out because they drugged the food. And then she continues to say, did you know it was rump roast? I tortured Thorsten until he told me I had to dig human ass out of your mouth. She said, it's too quiet, she whispers. I don't like it. Maybe he wandered off, or maybe he's in a meat coma. Christ, too soon. David is sitting on the counter, his leg is swinging and his gaze facing as his spoon, what seems to be cookies and cream, ice cream, into his mouth straight from the tub. He's living his best life. She's still reading the homemade label when she draws to a halt in front of me. I might never look at ice cream the same way again. I don't want to know. Ingredients: cream, sugar, semen, milk, April 10th to April 13th. That is an interesting substance to salt. But yeah, this was like fun to read. Like I said, this book humbled my brain a lot. I rate this a 4.5. I can't wait for her next book to come out because she's having like a little series of it. So that's like really fun. But I think the next book I want to read, I was debating on it because I don't want to be freaked out in my own house. I want to read The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, I think that's how you say. I just finished Housemaids, right? The Housemaids. That's the one I finished, the first one. And oh my god. I was gonna do like a half point check-in on this one, and then it just kept getting better, and Nina's point of view kind of like just like hit. And yeah, Millie, it's basically just Millie cleaning for these rich people because she can't find a job. She just got out of jail and like she needs a job, so Nina hires her to like clean, to go pick up her daughter, and like, you know, like just do that. She gets paid, and it's like an in-house type of living situation. I was like, oh, Nina seems so sweet and so innocent. And then Nina started to like act all weird, and just like I didn't like that. And then Andrew, like Andrew, whatever you call it, he seemed like the perfect husband, like the sweet husband, the caring husband. And then like dealing with the wife's craziness, and oh my god, it was the complete opposite. She like it's like there's like a whole like Nina's point of view of like what, like why she did it, why she wanted to do it. She wanted to get out of the marriage. She needed someone prettier, and like just kind of like, I guess, for him, so like she can slowly like get that divorce paper. It was like a whole thing. And I think like halfway through the book I was just mad at Nina and just really like upset with her, and I felt so bad for Millie. But now I feel bad for Nina, and she should never have gone through all the things. And I thought the girl, the little girl, the daughter, I thought she was like bratty, but apparently she was just doing what she was told to because she didn't want to see her mom disappear, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I rate that book a 4-star. I really like her books. It's a very like dark and twisted, and you don't expect it, which I really like from her. So yeah, I think those are all the books that I'm gonna read for now, because I need to get away from thriller books and like dark books. I kind of want to like cry. Maybe I'll read some books to cry about. How do you like my book wall? I've been like trying to figure something out with this. I need to like do something with this. But how do you like this? I've been really liking it. I've been like, I was thinking maybe putting all the books I read during the month. So some of these books are from January. I haven't gotten all of them yet. Thought it was cute, and so I'm working on it. I have another 2 more rows that I kind of want to fill. But yeah, that is binge reading thriller books. I was gonna do reading thriller books for like a week, but then I realized I read when I can, so I feel like doing that is kind of like more difficult. So this is me binge reading thriller books, and I hope you liked it. I'll get better at it. I don't know when, but I'll get better at like doing check-in points, because I realized I just like I'll binge read for a while, and then I'll like forget about it, and then I'll come back to it, and then I'll binge read the rest at night, and then I don't check in until like the next morning. Yeah, I realize I do that. But that's okay. I'll get better at checking in. I'll get better at checking in. I'll get better at giving y'all better descriptions of the book. But yeah, that is it for my videos. I hope you guys like the thriller binge read. I love doing these, and I feel like I kind of want to do more, but with like different types of books. But yeah, that is it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!